I'm 52. People try to insult me on the internet when they want to insult me by calling me old. I suppose to some I'm old, to others maybe not so much. However, what I will tell you is one of the cool things about being a Gen X person is that I was there at the very beginning of the game's business. Now, I was born in 71. The first video game I ever played was Boot Hill, looked like this, right? So I've been around.
I've been around, you know.
It's a good movie. And I have noticed as my reflexes, when I do the little head thing, I noticed as my reflexes have diminished, games have gotten a lot harder for me. But I'm still playing games. I'm playing more now than ever before. I still love them, and I intend to be playing video games until the day I kick it. And I don't want to just, you know, graduate to Candy Crush and stuff. I still like action games, arcade games, and whatnot. So as a aging gamer, I'm starting to think about, you know, what's out there and how is the audience for gamers older than sort of the traditional 18 to 34-year-old coveted demographic being served, and will it be served? And I think the answer is yes, in a handful of different ways, much more than like the movie industry has done it. You know, when I was in that coveted demographic, the movie industry handled it by pretty much making these siloed movies like Grumpy Old Men or The First Ex-Wives Club, and things that when they were out, you know, the narrative of the PR was, hey, old people need heroes in the movies too. And I'm sure that'll happen, but I think there's other things going on. This video is specifically about I don't want to act like this is some bubbling up sub-genre that's just exploding, because I don't think that's the case. But we're seeing more and more of these kinds of games, and they feel like the old arcade games that us Gen Xers grew up with. It's great to see. They're fun to play, and look, they're hard. I mean, these are core games, at least a lot of them, but given the fact that you're usually chasing a high score and not some sort of in-game screen, hard is relative, you know, depending on what you're playing for. So I wanted to show you a handful of games in that genre that really feel like if we were walking into an arcade in 85, let's just say 83, before things started to go bad, these would have a home there. They're also, I just want to bring them to your attention because they're really, really good. They're really, really fun. Let's start with this. I want to show you, I have a folder, and again, there's not tons of them in there yet. And I'm sure there's a lot more, but I just haven't found them. So if you know of any of these kind of single screen throwback games, hit me up. But I have a folder in Steam called just Arcade, and I want to show you these games very, very briefly. I'm not going to dive into it. I want to give you like a sense of what these are if you haven't seen them. They're excellent. This is the first game up. It's called Cash Cow. This just came out this week. It is, I don't know what the story is. You're this cow, that guy, and you're trying to collect money that these guys have, I guess they stole them from you, the money, but then they just threw it around. It's like, we're going to steal it, and I don't know, they're idiots, but who cares? Nobody cares about the story. I'll be this guy, and let's see if we can collect. It's basically a Pac-Man structure. Collect all the gems before the bad guys kill you. And as it advances, it starts to feel a little bit more mappy-like, and if you haven't played Mappy, shame on you, it's great. It's difficult, but it's not difficult in an unfair way. It's just you got to fucking learn it. They got little warp pipes down there. They got warp sections on the map that you can jump. You know, it's very pattern-based. I mean, I'm assuming, I don't know if these guys are AI, but they definitely have starting positions more than behaviors, and you start to learn over time where they're placed. You've got this little, you collect your gems, but you can get this kind of happy hour that lets you get more gems, or the same amount, but they're worth more. From time to time, you'll get that little pickaxe that spawns, and if you grab that, you can use it to kill the guys for a short amount of time. It's very Pac-Man-like in that way. And you're basically just trying to collect all the gems on the board. And there's a second board that has trampolines. I'll see if I can get to it real quick. It controls great. Controls like fucking butter. There are no unfair deaths like that one. You may have noticed there was an arrow on the screen. I just wasn't paying attention to it because I'm talking to you guys to let me know someone's coming from off screen. I guess a more pure version of this would be to have it on a single screen. So like Pac-Man, you could track everything and you never get surprised. But I don't know. I think with stuff like this, there's sort of a give and take of classic pure mechanics versus expectations. That's been one of the interesting things is playing games like this today. There are lessons we've learned from modern games, like, oh, I can jump on their heads and kill them. It's like, no, you can't do that. They will kill you. The only way you can do it is if you land on them when you've got the pickaxe. So you got to kind of retrain your brain a little bit. This is the mappy bounce level. And it's just really fun. Like I said, it's smooth. And this is not some kind of game that's meant, you know, it's not going to replace Baldur's Gate 3 for you. But it's a little bite-sized. Take a little break, turn your brain off. And, you know, if you get in that headspace where you want to get the high score, you can do that too. Just classic good stuff, man. It's super fucking fun. This game is from the same guy who made Donut Dodo, which is probably one of the most successful of these kind of brand new games that could have been in the arcades back in the day. This actually, I don't think it's on Game Pass. I know it's on Xbox, but it may not be on Game Pass. But I don't know. It might be. It might be on Game Pass. I don't know. But anyway, regardless, this is really fun too. A lot of people say they like this one better than Cash Cow. I wouldn't agree. I like Cash Cow more. But you play this little dude and he doesn't like a chicken and he wants to kill it, or it's a dodo. Who gives a shit? You're this little dude and you collect the donuts, and once you collect all the donuts, it's like very Donkey Kong-like. There's a little nuance there, like the donuts have a random flashing order, so if you collect them in the more advantageous order, I'm fucked. Can't get over that toilet. If you collect them in the order they're flashing, though, you'll get more points. There's like, shit. Again, it's hard. There you got the fruit in the middle of the board, sort of classic Pac-Man, or what's that? We are closed now. What is that fucking game called? Burger Time. But this one's really, really fun too. This has about 4 or 5 boards to it. Yeah, you got to fucking think, man. You got to plan, because, you know, these guys, that toilet's coming for you, baby. Shit, motherfucker. Let's go get the dodo. He's fucked now. The toilet can jump the gap. Go fuck yourself. But these are great because, you know, you die, you get right back in. Look how fast you're back into the action. Perfect for ADD or just kids who grew up playing 80's games and are like, don't have time for all your bullshit. Okay, move, Dodo. All right, he does a little dance. Come on now. He's so happy. So again, you get a different stage, totally different. I think there's 4 stages. Shit. Now, see, this is bullshit. Come on, monkey fuck. Did he just say, oh, Dodo? That's awesome. Come on, come on. Get in there. See, I think you have to collect all the donuts and then you can jump on the dodo. So this is one called Galacticon, and this one's pretty old, but my God, it's good. It like takes Joust and Defender, and if you've played Resogun, you know this, but I mean, they didn't rip Resogun. Resogun ripped Defender, and this rips Defender, but it's so just the sci-fi. The voice, but and this has a lot of depth to it. It's really, there's a lot of ways to score, and there's a lot of meat on the bone in this game beyond what you just see. So you're flying the dude around. I'm going to set auto fire on and you can or cannot flap the wings if you want. The game's pretty complicated. So in terms of scoring, so like if I get this blue guy, as you see, my collision volume is getting bigger now. Right? So I have to be more careful because I want to bring them back to those bases down below. I just lost one, right? But the more guys you get, if you can drop off 4 of them at one time, you get a bonus, okay? The other cool part about it is that, see that red guy down there? So there's some kind of political thing going on, and if you put another brown guy in there, at the end you won't get a score for the red guy because the brown people hate the red people. And so you have to kind of know the allegiances so they'll kill him. So at this point, I got points, but I'm not going to get a point for the red guy, even though it'll lead towards the completion of the level. So check it out. I'll try to fill this one up with just the pure reds, you know. Yep. Let's get there's a blue guy. I forget if the blue guys hate the red guys. I think they're kind of neutral. They're Sweden in this thing. But let me try to at least fill up one with the same color and you'll see. At least they don't fall. Maybe the blues I'm going to get in here. And the brown guy. Fuck that guy. That's terrible to say, Jab. I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying it like, you know. It's capitalism, baby. I just want my points. I don't care. I don't care who lives or dies. Right now, the brown guy's going to fucking die if I don't get another brown guy in there. Yep. The brown guy's going to lose. But let's see if I can get a blue. 2 more blue guys. Come on, Jaffe. Oh, I didn't even know you could go. And then it'll drop shit. Like, you know, that'll give you a shield. Oh, yeah, you can cross the screen. I didn't know that. Okay, let's get another blue guy. Let's pick this up. What is this one? That's just points. Yeah. But there'll be like shield, smart bombs. What am I looking for? Blue guys? Sorry, brown guy. Well, let's get some points there. Yeah, nothing happening there. Shield. Come on, Jaffe. Get a blue dude. There he is. There's the dude. Now, I wonder which one's going to deposit. Let me just kill one of them. Ooh, health. All right, I got a blue. All right, now watch. So I get a bonus for 500, and I finished the level. Now, to finish the level, you actually have to fly up through this kind of meteor storm to get to your ship. And there's obviously these little gems that fall to, you know, risk reward you as you're going up. But yeah, you can die on this. So it's kind of a bonus stage, but it'll kill you. And the next one have alien ships you have to deal with on level 2. So let me get up to the ship and show you. But yeah, there's a lot to this one. And it's, again, none of these are going to replace, you know, a 10-hour gaming session over the weekend of the new Final Fantasy. But that was never kind of the point, although that did happen sometimes. They're just good palate cleansers or lunch break games or whatever. And they're just delightfully good. So, okay, check it out. 3-game species, we got a bonus. We got a 4-game species. One of these guys going to die. Oh, they didn't. Maybe it's the blue and the red hate each other. Secret bonus going up to the section secret. I haven't found that yet. Here you go. Yeah, the blue and the reds in this one hate each other. If alone among enemies, they'll be killed. If alone among enemies, the brown guys are neutral and they'll join a side. Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's really deep. It's really fun. It's a very, this feels more like a 1970s, late 70s game than like a game of the 80s. It feels like Defender, Asteroids, all that kind of, everybody was into space and Star Wars and, you know, kind of hard sci-fi and space opera together. It's cool, man. I really dig the vibe of this game and the graphics and everything. So this is Galacticon. I should look and see what the dude who did this, or the group, I don't know how many people did this one, what they've put out since, because I think this is kind of old. Yeah, I kind of don't want to stop playing, but I want to show you another game. But this is cool. This is Galacticon. I recommend it. Now I could okay, I'm gonna look at that. Look at that Defender explosion. Eugene Jarvis going to sue somebody. Oh, the red's going to die. Look in the middle one. Oh no! Yeah, they killed that motherfucker. Okay, so yeah, it's still the same game, of course, but we get new enemy types, we get new environment layout, a little bit new art. Oh, come on now! All right, we got a whole little mix of people now. Let's see what's gonna happen. You guys just play nice together. Come on, do it all. Bonus 8,000 times 4. Look at that shit. Fuck you guys. I'll edit a lot of this out. I just can't stop playing. It's really fun. And I don't know. I mean, I can already see the comments now from some people like, well, just play it like a cell phone game. Well, ish, and that's not untrue, but in the sense that there are certainly cell phone games that try to sort of ape this era of gaming, but without the controller, without the bigger screens, it becomes it never really feels anywhere near as satisfying as it needs to. There was that story a while back. You guys remember Seamus Blackley, one of the creators of the original Xbox? He worked at he was a video game agent for a while. And then there was, about a little over 10 years ago, he actually gathered up a bunch of the old arcade guys, like, you know, that had really made a bunch of hit arcade games. And he was like, hey, these guys know how to make cell phone games because it's the same kind of thing. That company never really got off the ground, though. I don't know if they ever put anything out. He got a lot of press for it. But nothing ever really happened. I should reach out to him, do an interview anyway if he's interested. I'd love to talk about that. This is one from Digital Eclipse that does a lot. You know, they did like the Karateka and Prince Persia making of the Atari 50th or 25th. No, it's 50th anniversary. They also sometimes make these single screen games. This one I'll just show you very briefly. This is Invasion of the Buffet Snatchers. This is awesome. This game is so much fun. You know, the art in these games, like the cabinet art, some of it was very beautiful and iconic, but it was also like, it felt like van art or art, you know, on the side of rides at the fair, like airbrush art and stuff. It totally still has that flavor, which is nice. Okay, so all this is aliens have come down. They want to eat certain things at the buffet, and you have to serve it to them before they kill you. It's a little bit like Action Diner Dash. So this guy wants the chicken. Okay, so this guy wants chicken. He's eating all the buffet, so you got to go get a piece of chicken and throw it to him. This guy wants, oh shit, I'm fucking up. So if you throw them the food that they want, they'll go away. So, or you can just throw the plates to kind of get them out of the way, but like, so I'm going to get this, and you got to hit the button when you're at the buffet and get that guy out. Oh shit, now that guy will fire weapons at you, the red ones. Come on, Jaffe. What's happening? Let's see, what is this? I don't even know what this guy wants. He's off screen. Come on, what do you want, buddy? What's on your mind? Don't make me guess. So you want some veggies? Oh, you wanted vegetables. Okay. But it gets harder. More food items come in. It's really good. It's really fucking fun. I wish the chef wasn't so fucking big, but this guy wants mashed potatoes. All right, I thought I already gave you a turkey leg, you fuck. Oh, yeah, oh, shit! Get out of here. And he's getting pissed. All right, so they get more aliens. Suddenly they start doing different things. When are they going to refill the fucking buffet? You can warp screens, which is so old school. I love it. Shit, we're fucked. They're going to eat that whole fucking buffet. Come on, let's get rid of it. Yeah, so you refill it by, like, I guess we refilled whatever that green shit is. I don't know much about the vegetables. Clearly, Jeffy. Come on, shh, be nice. Okay, this guy wants some pie or whatever that red shit is. This guy wants some green shit. They want turkey, chicken, whatever. This guy wants mashed potatoes. That's not mashed potatoes. It's mashed potatoes and gravy. Jesus, Jeffy, just play the game. I need to understand the fiction behind it. Okay, shit, what do we got? Get out of here. Fuck. That's it. It's great. Now, this one would take a little longer to dive into. This is a game that just came out this week. It shares a lot in common with these old games, but it's also got a lot in common with Rogue games. But if you see this, you're going to see Dig Dug, you're going to see Choplifter. It feels like a game that would be in the arcades, but it also has kind of a Rogue structure on top of it. I just want to show it to you. It's really fucking fun. It's called Board Blasters. You're just this dude, and you've got this big map. You're trying to open up. If you can see in the upper right, there's the whole world map. You're trying to open up these sections by completing other sections. Let's do this one. They drop you down. You got this helicopter. You can fire in all directions. It's kind of like SteamWorld Dig as well. And they give you little missions. Like here, they want you to find a certain color of mushroom. But ultimately, it's like Dig Dug, SteamWorld Dig, 2D Minecraft. And you're trying to get down to the bottom where there's a treasure chest. And there's also some levels have specific missions like find somebody's ship and then get to the bottom. Destroy a number of enemy camps. And obviously certain rocks do different things. You have a special ability that you can use when it fills up to get you sort of a battering ram ability. I guess that maybe is the special of the guy, of the character. As you hit certain blocks, you get certain gems that will let you level up your dude in between matches. And then every now and then when you fill up a meter by destroying things, you can pick an item. So I'm going to take this that just flies around and kind of supplements my destruction. And so there's that classic risk reward is you want to get as much of this shit as you can get, but you have a fuel meter that you can refill if you find tanks, but you don't want to run out of fuel in the middle of the cave because you'll die. So it's like, have you found enough treasure to be willing to leave yet? And can you just make it down to the bottom of the well? These rocks are pretty similar. Now we're getting into eyeball rocks. I can't quite figure out what they do except obscure the screen in a second, which you'll see. But there's all kinds. Some explode and enemies come out of them. Some explode, and if you're close, they damage you. Some give certain kinds of gear for your helicopter. So, you know, some are like vines and shit. So you can destroy them, but they'll grow back. So you have to be careful not to get like surrounded. And then there's like exploding blocks like that. The clear space is pretty quick. Let's see if I can get to the bottom just to show you, because there should be some enemies coming up soon, but I may have picked a level that doesn't have enemies. But this again, this is probably out of all the games we've looked at today, this is the most sort of mechanically rich, and maybe that's not even right, systems rich game. But it still very much feels like a game that you could play back in the day, and it's addictive and it's fun as fuck, and I just love it. I still have halfway to go. I don't have a lot of fuel left, so I'm just going to stop worrying about grabbing shit as much as it's really hard for my brain, because I just want to start grabbing shit and getting more money. But it's pretty dangerous if I don't find some fuel soon. I'm not going to make it to the bottom. So I'm waiting for every time that little pink bar in the top goes up, it lets me do the battering ram. So I'm hoping I can get where I'm going before I'm out of fuel. Oh, there's some enemies starting to come now. I don't know if I'm going to make it. Okay, we're almost there. Come on, man. See, I'm getting reckless and nervous. I don't want to see that little gas can by my helicopter, man. I got to get out of here. I don't have any fucking fuel, man. Ooh, a shotgun attachment. Yeah, I didn't make it, but I did get to collect some of the, I don't know if you get all of it or collect some of it. Anyway, there's your run. It's done. We got about 41,000 gems. So then you can go back to the forge and you can level up your helicopter, right? So I'm trying to get as much hull protection, but that's like 500,000 away. So I can like, I don't have much money right now. Let's see, at 48, I'll increase the gem magnet range. It pulls things in faster or from farther away. And then there you go. So this one is, again, this just came out. It's excellent. But all of these games really do not only just scratch that itch, but really feel like a revisit to that time when, if you're my age, a little older, a little younger, that, you know, that we were there at the very beginning of this medium. And it's just, it's cool that the games are not just being considered for older people. I'm not saying that's what these are, but that people like us will enjoy those in part because of the nostalgia. That's not the only thing, but it's just cool that there seems to be a emerging appreciation that those single screen games or multi-screen but not mini-screen games that are more just pure focused on mechanics are still able to surprise and delight and entertain the fuck out of you. Be well. I'll see you soon. Bye.